Hi, my name is Janie, and I'm going to talk to you about something today that I think is completely relevant, especially with a social media boom happening right now. How many of you know what body dysmorphia is? Yeah, I didn't really know either. Most people don't really know what that phrase is, but if you bring up things like eating disorders, people kind of shy away or scared to talk about them. And they are very real and very relevant and happen with many people. According to the ADAA, which is Anxiety and Depression Association of America, the definition of BDD, or body dysmorphic disorder, is a body image disorder characterized by persistent and intrusive preoccupations with an imaged or slight defect in one's appearance. Okay. For those of you who want sort of like a simpler term, it's basically having a perfect body mindset and obsessing over it. So this kind of leads to eating disorders such as anorexia, binge eating, and bulimia, and anxiety and depression kind of come along with that because you're constantly looking at yourself. Like some of the symptoms of BDD include either over-checking or under-checking yourself in the mirror. It can be something very small and something that someone else might think is completely fine. You might be someone's body perfection, and when you have BDD, you look in the mirror and just see a flaw, and it becomes an obsessive disorder. This affects 2.5% of males and 2.2% of females, and 1 out of 50 people in America have this, so that's roughly 1.7 to 2.4%. That might not seem like a lot, but if you think of how many people live in the United States, with a simple Google research, 325.7 million people live in the United States as of 2017, so 6.5 million people suffer with this in the United States. It's a lot. And media, you're constantly looking at other people, and I do it all the time. I'm sure you do it too. You're scrolling through your feed and you say, oh my gosh, this woman looks great, she looks so thin. And I catch myself doing it all the time. I'm like, Janie, she can be beautiful if she's not thin. Like, we have this wonderful campaign that's with Dove and the Real Beauty campaign. And it's an awesome effort to make sure that people understand you don't have to be stick thin and you're allowed to be curvy and have your unique characteristics. But I still feel like we need more campaigns like this. And here's why. Now, this is my opinion, but I feel like in our society, we have classified people into either a super thin, athletic build, or there's curvy, fuller figured people. And I was watching this show on Netflix called The Ugly Face of Beauty, and in the second episode of the first season, they show 2 pictures. On one side is natural breasts in a red bikini, and the other side is a picture of someone with implants in a black bikini. And they show it to a group of high schoolers, and overwhelming majority of the high schoolers decided that the woman in the black bikini with the implants looked more beautiful, and that's what they would want their breasts to look like. They knew that the black bikini and those breasts looked fake, and yet they would prefer that look. More and more teens want to change their body. Our society should be more inclusive. We need to, as a whole, create this acceptance for real and natural bodies, because when you have a body that's average, why do we feel like it's not okay when a majority of us has it? Everyone compares themselves in some way or another to another person. When you're in a society like ours today, you are constantly competing, and there's a lot of things that our society puts pressure on, and it's to be the best. It's a good thing to try and strive and better yourself, but it's another to constantly be competing with yourself. There has to be a point where you have to be okay with who you are and accept that, hey, maybe I'm not that great at this, but I am really good at this, and that's okay. You can't be perfect at everything. I don't know if any of you know this, but I am one of those strugglers of BDD. I've struggled with it for actually a long time now, and only recently did it kind of get to a point where it wasn't really great for my health anymore. So what I'm doing right now is sending a video to whoever thinks they need to watch this. Know that you're not alone. There are other people who are going through this, and there are ways to get help. You can certainly seek a therapist, and then from there you can talk to a psychiatrist about possible medications to make yourself feel better. The other part of this, it's not all gonna get better like really fast. Part of it is having to accept yourself and find self-love and just do things that make you happy. It's not gonna happen overnight. You're gonna have bad days and you're gonna have good days. You just have to fight for it. You are in control of your health and whether you get better. So So if you are dealing with this, you're not alone. You've got this. You've got me, and you've got 1.7 to 2.4% of the nation. I've done some research on this because, you know what, I am worth it, and that's okay to know, and that's okay to think. I can think I really like things about myself. I can say I like my nose, or I like my voice, and so can you. You can say you love your hair. You can say you love your curves. You can say that you like to walk down the street in the tiniest black dress and feel good about yourself. Or you can walk around in sweats and a t-shirt and think you are looking really good. You can't let other people's thoughts define how you dress or how you think or how you act, because then we all get molded into the same thing. We all become a cookie out of the same cookie cutter. We want to be our own individual people. Otherwise, we'd be living in a pretty boring space, you know? Why do we feel the constant need to post? Why do we feel the constant need to share everything about our lives? Why can't we just live in the moment? I think it's really important that in this time when likes and constantly posting, there comes a time when we need to take a breath and realize that these little things are not going to define how our life is. If you want to know more about this and body dysmorphic disorder, I will include a link to the article that I read below. Forgot to add, we are going to create a #whyimbeautiful challenge. I want you to nominate 3 people who you think are beautiful just the way they are. And the challenge is post a video, a tweet, or an Instagram post of something that you love about yourself and that you think makes you beautiful. Whether that be something physical, mental, anything about yourself that you just love, that you think makes you you, and makes you beautiful. So good luck, and I guess I'll start. Why I'm beautiful is because of my smile. I really like it, and I think it makes me me. So, good luck.